So in this video, we are going to speak about an alternate form of a quadratic equation. So recall the general form of a quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c belongs to the set of real numbers, meaning a, b, and c could be any real number. There is an alternate form of this quadratic equation as follows. So we have x squared minus alpha plus beta plus alpha beta. Now alpha and beta are just the roots of the quadratic equation. So let's look at a quadratic equation expressed in this form. So x squared plus 5x plus 6. Let's find the roots of this quadratic equation. So factor in, we have x, then positive 2, positive 3. Do the test. The first term multiplied by the last term is 3x, plus the second term multiplied by the third term is 2x. Add the 2. 3x plus 2x, 5x. So we are correct. Equals to 0 to solve. So we get x is equals to minus 2 and x is equals to minus 3. Now, this is alpha and this is beta and vice versa. The notation alpha and beta is just the roots of the quadratic equation. So using this information here, let's use this form to get back this original quadratic to see if this form here is valid. So splitting the working. So we're using this form here. So we need to have we need to find alpha plus beta. Now this is the sum of the roots. So minus 2 plus minus 3 is minus 5. And alpha beta is a product of the roots. Alpha beta is minus 2 multiplied by minus 3, which is 2 3's 6, minus by minus is plus, so we get 6. So using this here now, we have x squared minus 5, the sum of the roots, alpha plus beta, this term here, x plus alpha beta, which is the 6. Neatening this up here, tidying this up here, we will get x squared minus 5 is just positive 5x plus 6. So we got back our original equation. So we have shown that this here is a valid means of expressing a quadratic equation. Now, why is this useful? In AdMath and other questions in other math examinations, they would ask questions regarding this particular form of the quadratic here. or this way of expressing a quadratic equation here. Meaning they would give you the roots of an equation and tell you to get back the original equation, or they would give you a quadratic equation and tell you to form a new quadratic equation. Now, the sum of the roots, when given the quadratic in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c, the sum of the roots is given as follows. So the sum of the roots is given by minus b on e, and the product of the roots is c on e. Let's verify this. So using this here, a is 1, b is 5, c is 6. So minus 5 on 1 is minus 5, which checks out because we literally found the sum of the roots over here by doing this here. So it checks out, this formula checks out. Now the product of the roots is c on e. So c is 6 on 1, which is 6. We literally showed the product of the roots over here, so this formula checks out. So there is a video illustrating a quadratic equation in terms of the sum and product of the roots. So we have ax squared plus bx plus c is equivalent to x squared x squared minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha beta, where alpha plus beta is minus b on e and alpha beta is c on e. That's it for this video.